A review on 7 Days to Die for PS4. I'll get the game loading up. We'll load one of my random games and we'll go through. Now, I will be honest, when I first played this through, I really didn't enjoy it. There are still a lot of bugs with the game. It can be quite glitchy at times, and I know there's a lot of reviews out there that are quite, it is ripping the game to pieces. The first thing that I think is for a relatively new PS4 release game, the price is quite low. So I don't expect it to be the quality of things like Call of Duty, where obviously you're paying 50 quid for a game. It's a much better rounded package. I think 7 Days to Die is relatively easy to pick up for about £20-25. So, it's sort of half the price of a major release game, and I think it definitely shows. You can see that the graphics are okay. They're not fantastic. And like I say, it can be very, very buggy and very, very glitchy at times. I've got a multiplayer map, and we find that the doors keep glitching out on us. Every time we load up, doors mysteriously disappear. Albeit I've had it once on this, which is a closed map. This door here I broke down, and then it just come back again. So there are certainly bugs on it. I did hear that it's still an incomplete game as such, that they know that there are a lot of issues, but the plan is to, from what I gather, that to patch it in and get the issues fixed. So the bugs, the glitches, they don't bother me too much. There's a few issues I find with the predominant issue with the bugs that are bothering me. If you're sprinting down a hill, there's a stone, you tend to get sort of thrown up in the air, land and break your leg every single time, or sprain your ankle. So that's a bit of an irritation. But the real world sort of physics on it, I really do enjoy. I mean, it's sort of I think the best way for 7 Days to Die, it's kind of like Minecraft meets sort of The Walking Dead in essence. It's a zombie apocalypse sort of Minecraft game. There is a zombie which I'm gonna run and hide from while I find something. I must have a better weapon, which really we don't. So we're just gonna get battered now. But I mean, you can see the sort of the graphics on his face, with the zombie. It's not fantastic. As you see, there's sort of glitches through a door. Let's shut our door. So yeah, I mean, like I say, you can clearly see the graphics aren't fantastic. Oh, that's his head clean off. But it is in essence, like I say, it is Minecraft. It's going around mining resources. And building a base and surviving. I did see online someone sort of saying, every 7 days it seems to throw a massive horde at you. Hence 7 Days to Die. I have to say at the moment, I think that from what I've seen, I don't believe it to be all that true. I don't think the 7th day is any worse than any of the other days. But yeah, like I say, I mean, it is quite buggy, it is very glitchy, but it is good. I mean, you're building your base, you're trying to survive, and then it's just the same as Minecraft. It's building, it's forging all the stuff. Weapons usage, I would advise being sparing with guns. There are proper guns, but they are relatively hard to come by to start with. You are sort of searching around and trying to find it. Finding everything in parts. I mean, you see here, I don't know if I've actually got the recipe for this. Nope. But it's finding all the little bits and pieces to the gun, then building the gun. The same with vehicles. There's like a little motorbike type thing, and again, like I say, it's finding all the little parts while you walk around. The open maps now are quite. Oh, the map itself is quite good. Again, with similar to Minecraft, multiple biomes. You've got sort of snow and deserts, normal sort of foresty areas. As you go around, you'll find, like in the snow biome here, there is there's log cabins. There's residential areas to help sort of try and find bits and bobs. So I mean, all in all, it is a good game. I do enjoy. I find that the multiplayer is a lot more enjoyable. But then I think, to be honest, that's very much the same with Minecraft. And like I say, the good thing with that I think this has over Minecraft is the real world physics, where Minecraft you could literally just build a one block tower all the way up, take them all out, and build a house floating in midair. Where on here it will just collapse. You can, you don't need to support every block. Things will sort of go maybe 5-6 blocks before the weight crumples down on it. Got anything in here? Oh, some bullet casing and some glue. But I think the real world physics itself make it that little bit more challenging and make it that bit more exciting. Has he seen me? Really? I'm just gonna run. Yeah, like I say, I've said it a lot that it's buggy, it's glitchy. It is, and the graphics not being great, it does bug me. But I think, like I say, what you've got to remember with it is just what you're paying for it. You're not going to go out and buy a cheap game and get expensive game quality. You buy cheap game, you're going to get cheap game quality. So I think you have to sort of take, like I say, take the graphics, take all that with a slight pinch of salt. And is, like I say, it's very much Minecraft. It's going around, it's finding all the bits and pieces to build traps and put mines down. With the crafting, with setting up bases, I mean, I've only had it maybe a week, so I'm sure there's still lots that it can do that I've not fully explored, but I've not really found a way of yet making the base sort of fully sealed up with some sort of secret entrance that's okay for me and not for the zombies. At the moment, the only thing I can really think is to maybe sort of build a ramp up, put my entrance at a high level, and leave a couple of 3-block gaps. So it's a case of sort of physically putting blocks down and then picking them back up to lock myself off completely. So I would like to see that. Some more here. Yeah, up there. I would like to see in some updates some more crafting options, maybe to have movable blocks, sort of, drawbridge or something. Then, like I said, there may be a way of doing it that I've just not worked out yet. You see here as well, for a lot of the stuff like weapons and crafting. I mean, like the first aid kit, you need to find the books, you need to learn to do it. So like here we've got leg armor schematics, and then you just read that and you then have the recipe. So not everything is available first off. You have to go out there, you have to find the schematics, you need to learn it, how to do it. The leveling up as well, the more you use things, the better you get. Every time you level up, you get additional skill points that you can then use for certain things to boost your ability at mining, or your skill with a bow and arrow, or weapons. So, it is a case of, your character is physically learning as he's moving on, so there is quite a good progression in that sense. Something that I think Minecraft sort of lacked is everything was pretty much, if you could find it, you could use it. And it is quite a nice touch being able to or not being able to, and having to go out and find schematics. There's also some cool little quests pop up. There's like notes for treasure hunting and kill so many dogs in such a time limit. As you see here, this broken wood was this roof that just collapsed because it weren't. I can't remember what I was doing with it. I think it might have been filling the middle in, and it just couldn't take it, and it all just fell down and broke. I did have as well on one of my one of the maps when I started, spawned me in a desert, and I started to build a shelter. I'd got a chest like I had inside here, with all my gear in, and I was building the roof, and the roof caved in and done like it's done out there. And as I say, I had one of these chests filled with all my good gear, and as the roof come down, it destroyed it. So I lost everything, which is annoying. Ouch. But it's kind of cool in a way that it does that as well. As you've seen, all the traps that you put down for the zombies, they are as much a trap for you as they are for the zombies. The same with the landmines. If you place your landmine down and then you stand on it, it will go boom. And I say this is one of my bugs because I've had to kind of leave this 2 gap to squeeze through. I did try with actually I think that's 3 gap. I think I did try with 2 with the wooden spikes, and you just couldn't get in there at any pace, which, you know, sort of is a bit dumb because the zombies can just walk through, no worries, knock through the door, and they're in your base. So that's certainly something that I'm going to spend some time in. If I find some way around, I will pump up a little video to show that. But yeah, I think enough jibber jabber really. I mean, it's all in all, I think it's a good game. It has certainly got some major issues that need to be patched, preferably sooner rather than later. The graphics are okay, but for next gen they aren't as good as they could be. That being said, like I said, it's a cheap game, so I think for the money, you know, there's a lot of reviews out there absolutely ripping 7 Days to Die for its glitches, for its bugs. Personally though, I think for the money, for sort of £20–25, I think it's a bargain. I think it is good. You see with the knife and fork with the 10% on the left hand corner, you know, you've got to find water, you've got to find food, you've got to take care of yourself. You've got a limited stamina bar. Your stamina bar gets hit when you're running. If you die, it goes down. I think for the money, there's a lot to it. It is quite involved. It is enjoyable, more so multiplayer. But still a solid game. I think the people destroying it in the reviews are being unfair to it and not really giving it justice. I am grumbling because I am hungry. So yeah, I think it's sort of 7.5 out of 10. You know, it has got problems. I do suspect that these will be fixed over time. I hope that it does have some DLC come with it. You know, some different crafting options come in. As really for traps, it's very few. You've got these sort of big triangle spikes and these sort of lattice work spikes, and landmines, and that's pretty much for traps it. There's the landmines there. See a little row, which I put spikes either side because, like I say, if you forget where they are and you walk over across them, you're dead. So yeah, like I say, it's I'd say somewhere between probably a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Could be better, could be a lot worse, but I think for the money, very, very good, very quick to to earn its money for you. And yeah, other than that, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else jumping into my head, so I hope this is helpful if you are looking at buying 7 Days to Die. I'm also thinking about doing our sort of multiplayer as a little mini series, so if you want that, please drop us a line in the comment sections or over on Twitter. And as ever, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Oh, here comes a doggy. I hope you've enjoyed. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with what we're doing. And this... actually, I'll tell you another bug that has... There we go. That has just jumped into my head while we're killing people very, very quickly. You kill some of the zombies, you'll kill the zombies, and they'll stay standing, so you keep hitting them thinking they're alive, and they're not, they're dead. But yeah, as ever, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I hope this helps you out. If you've got any questions, drop us a line in the comment sections, drop us a line over at Twitter, or even pop over there and just give us a follow at 1S Gaming and at 1S Gaming Extra, on Facebook at 1S Gaming Official, on Instagram at 1S Gaming, and online at www.1sgaming.co.uk. Cheers, guys, take care, bye bye.